I wanted to spend one of these episodes talking about character designs. Something I've noticed in anime in general are these two camps that do overlap, but are nonetheless distinctly different. On one end is the anatomical sort of character designs that you'd see in most human, straight-laced centered shows. And on the other end would be the wacky, abstract, stretchy, cartoonish designs that carry an infectious and vibrant energy that make those other designs look stiff in comparison. And I'm here to point out that, despite what you might be thinking, Dezaki has experience with both. I'll start with saying that these wacky designs are definitely not the majority. The former, more realistic designs are Akio Sugino's specialty, and occupy much of Osamu Dezaki's major work. But when Sugino is not the character designer, on rare occasion, that's something to take note of. There are 5 instances that come to mind, and the first one is among the most obscure of Dezaki's filmography, and no, I'm not going to talk about Goku no Dai Bouken. It's nowhere close as cool as this show. This is Hajime Ningen Gyatoruz. It's basically the Flintstones without the gags about primitive technology, and it's very comfy and fun. Dezaki directed 7 half episodes of this show, and these cartoony designs by Yuzo Aoki that feel like they came out of Schoolhouse Rock really prepared Dezaki, I think, for his most seminal work just a year later. Gamba no Bouken is Dezaki's best anime that doesn't have Akio Sugino involved, and comfortably still in his top 5 overall. Incredibly lush backgrounds framing these unconventional characters with cartoony, lovable designs setting off in a dangerous, action-packed adventure. It's top-tier shit. I feel like Yoshio Takashima's designs here rubbed off a bit on Sugino when designing for Takarajima, because while still human, those characters have a lot more blocky and dynamic shapes to them, at least more than Remi's characters before it. But anyway, it's no wonder they would ask Dezaki to direct more movies with rodents in them in the 4 Hamtaro movies. But I gotta level with you, I don't think these movies are all that compelling. They don't squash and stretch as much as you'd expect them to, and all the stories take place in very ungrounded settings with hardly any tangible stakes, which is exactly what makes Gamba so unbearably compelling. After this, Dezaki works with several different character designers for his Lupin specials, like Noboru Furusei. But at this juncture, I want to draw attention instead back to the more anatomical designs that I'd like to make clear can be just as expressive as those wackier designs. It's one thing to design a character, and another for them to show expression. It's all too easy to keep the same face the entire time. I think these expressions with Gamba and Gyatoruz contributed to the design in Joe 2, Oniisama A, and most of all Space Cobra, to be wonderfully wacky and expressive, while still maintaining the poise of Sugino's designs and Dezaki's direction. But honestly, as good as Cobra is, I don't think it tops Hakugei Densetsu for me. I did not realize this until researching it, but despite Captain Ahab looking identical to John Silver, the more you look at them, yeah, these are not Akio Sugino's character designs. Hirotoshi Takaya managed to capture them in spirit, but he added this roundness to them and buffed off the hard edges, and the results are just spectacular. The characters make the goofiest faces I've seen in a Dezaki anime. They give you that aura of sophisticated, sharp character design, but then all of a sudden bug their eyes out and have that snappy 2-frame surprise. It's really a best of both camps for me, applying both of their strengths without undercutting each other, which I think tends to happen when a show occasionally abstracts their designs for a joke, and the opposing ends are too extreme. I don't really have too much else to say about this. Dezaki not only demonstrates versatility, being able to thrive with both camps, but also the capacity to take his experiences and use them to grow. This is actually really important. It doesn't matter how good your story or characters are, or how impassioned a performance the seiyus give. If your characters can't emote that, you're sunk.